Ladies and gentlemen, Victor Brooks from the Victor Brooks Show Facebook Live Quarantine Series. Thank y'all again for coming to us. You know, my heart just goes, Wendy got me. I have to start my watch party. I'm learning this one, y'all. You know how this goes. I'm gonna put the watch party on and get this rolling. Here we go. We're so excited every time you take your time as a Positivity Posse to join us on the weekend. As you know, we only do Sundays now. We started on Saturday and Sunday, and we were coming back to back on you with that positivity, y'all. But, and our Positivity Posse, as we call ourselves, you know, it's grown all over the world, man. And that's such a blessing. I mean, the emails I've been getting, the wild fire of positivity is burning, y'all. And you know, we're not CNN, you know, we're not the big boys by any means, but our focus and our campaign is just as important, y'all. We just want to share this positivity with you. And every time we come on, you know, I always say we're not negating what's happening out here in the world, y'all. We're not saying, you know, trying to put our head in the sand. We can't do that, you know. It's real. It's real out here. And we're just saying that even with all that's going on, the two viruses, I call it, you did, the virus of the corona that put us on pause, you know, in our homes for a while, just kind of made life just kind of sit for a minute in so many ways. That's the first virus. But then we also have that generational virus of racism, y'all. We deal with two viruses, you know, when you pack those on top of each other, you can't judge nobody. We're human beings. It can be heavy, and it is heavy, you know, but there's always something we can smile about. You know what I say every time I try to make it a regular for me every morning, you know. Time I let my eyes pop open, I'm thanking God for the positive blessing of being able to just have my eye pop open, you dig? When I took my foot down on the floor and I start going to wherever I need to go, that's my second round or second reminder for the day of positivity. We got it, y'all. We have it. We have so many blessings seen and unseen. And you know, I ain't no preacher, far from it. I'm just somebody out here, just like the rest of us, the millions of us around the world who tune in every Sunday just to get this dose of reminder. And all of our guests who joined us, y'all, since we started this, a big sister, I love you so much, Wanda Vaughn. She started us off with her. She started the quarantine series off with us, y'all, with her journey of her careers with her sisters and as the emotions, you know, Pam, Jeanette, Sheila, as trendsetters, as innovators in this whole music concept, this whole musical journey, growing up as a family group and preserving their legacy that was sent from their father or the foundation being laid. So many others that we just thank you for bringing your time. Bill Duke, when you came on, thank you, brother. Melba Moore, when you came, thank you, Queen Melba. I'm still getting love. And I love to mention the names back to you, Positivity Posse, because it's just a reminder that we're all just trying to make it. We're all just trying to make sense of it all. I always love, as you know, to give shout outs, y'all, on a positive shout out. Every time, first of all, our first responders out here, our doctors, our nurses, our medical staff, y'all, everybody that's doing what they can. And a lot of times putting their life on the line for us, you know, just to try to make our lives as normal as it can be during this time, you know. I want to give it up to our sanitation workers. I want to give it up to our teachers. I want to give it up to our students. I want to give it up to our truck drivers, y'all. I want to give it up to our supermarket workers. You know, the day-to-day working people that are still doing their thing to help us get through this thing. Y'all, our postal workers, thank you so much. We give you, and you deserve the respect that we love to give to our other members of the Positivity Posse every single day. Wendy, can you please join me for a shout of your positivity, girl? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing really well. Thank you so much for asking.
Yes,
Boy,
yes.
Today has been amazing. I am so excited with the conversation we're going to have today with our guest. And Tommy was amazing just, earlier at 1 o'clock. And I'm over here we have Calvin Brown joining on my end, giving us shout outs and love.
Calvin, what's going on? Okay.
The Emotions fan page, everyone's going crazy.
Right on.
They're excited to hear. And so, and just really I think of, because I know we're going to be sharing some amazing stuff, but when we talk about this positive vibe, how that's on a vibrational level, and how we are all spiritual beings. And that is what we're talking about with this song that's going to be played by Eddie, in just a few moments. And so I just, thinking of the emotion songs and Blessed, what Mom says in the beginning, it's the spirit of the thing, that connection, those ties that hold us together. So with that being said, what we're doing, and really what you engendered, what you created here, Uncle, it's just a blessing. It is like a church in certain respects. I see other people on here talking about how much Cassandra, how much she loves the show. Oh, wow. Because this is in certain respects.
Thank you,
church for some people.
Right on. Well, like you said, that spirit is heavy, a positive heavy. You dig? Because life has negativities. We can't get around that, like you said, but we got to remember that positive spirit is just as strong or stronger. You know me, I love that's just part of my, I guess you could say, medicine. I love the good vibe and meeting people the same way. And when we see our positivity posse grow, like you just shouted out to some people, we have Germany that just logged in. 17 at 7 from Saint-Denis, France, the Jazz Conservatory there, giving love to Brother Levert, who's joining us today. We also have our Antonio Carlos Jabim Songwriting Institute out of Rio de Janeiro that logged back in today. Our people out of Chi-Town, where we were at school in Huntsville, Alabama showing up, so it's wonderful, girl.
I love that. Thank you. You're very welcome.
Thank you, girl. I love you, Wendy. Thank you for everything.
Love you
and
too.
You know what? You mentioned the spirit of it all. Our guest today, Brother Eddie Levert. We know the impact of his artistry and his music over the years. It soundtracks to our lives in so many ways. But I wanted to get his permission, and I'm so glad he gave it, that I wanted to share with you all in the onset of this episode, this incredible Walking in the Spirit song by Brother Eddie Levert. And when you hear it, you'll see what I'm saying. Can we play that for us, Wendy?
the same. The way I dress, I changed my style. No more loving, no more hanging out. He changed my heart, he made me whole. You're working with me from head to toe, all day and night. You are with me. I feel so clean from my head to my feet. And I'm walking, walking in the spirit. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Every day I'm talking in the spirit. I pray for the day you will return. My brothers and sisters, we will overcome. Living every moment like it's your last. I pray that we all get a pass. Walk on, walk on, walk on, walk on, walk on, walk on. Walk on, walk on, walk on, walk on, walk on, walk on. In the spirit, 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 I'll be walking in the spirit, 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 I'll be walking in the spirit, spirit, the spirit, I'll be walking in the spirit,
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. So, technology can be technology. That was the last couple of seconds, but let me tell y'all something. I don't know if you could see me while I was on, while the song was playing, while the video, but it's no way to keep still. I mean, number one, the groove, the rhythm, and the Eddie Levertness of it as well. But then that message of walking in the spirit, y'all. It followed in what we have loved and respected of Brother Levert's whole musical gift that he shared with us over the years. Y'all, let's not waste any more time. This spirit is high. I want to bring on camera the one and only Mr. Eddie Levert Sr. And let's keep talking about this spirit, y'all. Is Brother Levert on?
Okay.
Hello.
There
we go. Oh, that tune right there. My goodness, Brother Eddie. Walking in the spirit.
You know, what inspired that song was
Yes.
I was just reading, you know, like every Sunday I got this version on CD of the Bible.
Okay.
So every Sunday I go through it, and you know, I take a certain chapter and I read it. I'll keep going over it until I understand what is being said. And some of it I still don't understand, so I keep repeating. So I was reading the fruitage of the Spirit from the Bible, and all the things that was love, joy, patience, understanding, and all of that. And then things that weren't of the Spirit was jealousy and hatred and all of that stuff. So when I saw that, I said, well, I need to try to walk in the Spirit every day.
Come on,
in the Spirit. Instead of, now don't even try to go with that negative, but that's what we need this every day, because he will bless us and he will change what is going on now if we walk in the Spirit as a group of people, as a whole.
That's right. Oh my goodness. I mean, what you just said right there is food for the soul. I mean, on top of it, it's, you know, one of the things of many things we've loved and respected of you, Brother Eddie, over your career is your realness. Oh. You're telling it like it is, even through your music, and those of us who may see interviews that you do and those who know you one-on-one, you've been real. And this song is all a part of that. You know, what is your positivity, Brother Eddie?
I've been blessed, man. You know, like, and I tell people this, and I really get really ashamed when I say it, but my ambition when I was a young boy, it wasn't the very young age, around 6 or 7. My ambition was to be, wasn't to be a singer, wasn't to be, you know, an athlete or any of that. I wanted to feel that feeling that Jesus had. I wanted to feel that feeling of being able to take water and turn it into wine. What part of my brain could I open up that would open up these things? Because he says, the faith of a mustard seed, if you had the faith of a mustard seed, you could move a mountain. So I still can't move a mountain because I don't have that faith of a mustard seed. So this is what we have to work on. I wanted to be like Jesus. That was my goal. I wanted to be able to heal people. I wanted to be able to be right, yes, to be good.
Yes.
And I failed miserably.
I have to, not even long ago. I mean, there's so many of us. And once you look back on this right here, there's so many hands doing this. Doing the final slide. Right there, somebody said, I do too.
So, I failed miserably.
That's the beauty of life, right?
I mean,
that's the beauty of life.
I had high goals, man. That's when you find out that you're human. That's when you find out that you're, if there was a Jesus, and I do believe there was a Jesus, he was cut from another cloth. He was more than human. He was God in human form. And we as people who were made in the image of God, we want to be that. But this world is real tricky. The devil is the king trickster.
Come on now. He got tricks we ain't never even.
Yeah, right.
Seen the tricks that happen.
You know, you're in the middle of something, and you know that you ain't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
But he done put you there, and you said you was never going to be there, and you find yourself in the middle of all of it. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Before you know it, you look around and say, I said I was never coming here no more. Look at me.
Wait a minute. Like sometimes we say lessons learned, bridges burn. I thought I burnt that bridge a long time.
Yeah, right. You're never quite safe. You got to always stay aware. And I'm just saying to say, you know, you got to, you got to have when you talk about positivity, you have to stay as positive as possible. And the only way you can get that positivity is to believe in God and believe that he will save you no matter what.
No matter
what. You know what I'm saying? And when you don't get what you want, it's just that in for you, baby.
There you go. That's right. That door's closed sometimes for a reason.
Yes, absolutely.
Because, I mean, if the door is closed, we don't know what's on the other side. So maybe whatever's there, that's a protection for us.
Absolutely.
But, you know, growing up, you're originally from, well, you were born in Alabama, right?
Bessemer, yeah, Alabama?
That's right.
Bessemer, yeah.
And then you went to Ohio. Now, my mom's family, Dayton, Ohio. That's my mama's whole side, Dayton, and then a little town out there called Germantown, Ohio.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Dayton, that's where the Roger Troutman, the Troutman brothers, and
Ohio players.
Shirley Murdoch, Ohio players. Now you know the Ohio players used to be our backup band a long time ago.
I didn't know that.
We used to do a lot of clubs together. They'd go and be the house band, and we'd come on and be the group.
Yeah. Now, back then, did you grow up singing in church, or did you grow up with a musical family? What was your music foundation, brother?
Grew up in church. Walter's, when we were about 6, 7 years old, Walter's father was the choir director at the church, and so we had to be in the choir. We couldn't just go there and be in the church. You in the choir, whatever you saying, I don't care nothing about it. So he made sure that we were in the church choir, and so he taught us basically. He taught me basically everything I know about approaching a song and how to address a song and how to go to you start on the bottom floor, you go to the middle floor, you go to the top floor, and then you go through the roof. And that's what he taught us all of that.
And see, you took that with you, because that's exactly how we feel when we go to a show, OJay show. Or when we put on a record, it's a journey. Yeah,
we still apply that theory in our show. Yeah, that's the way we address it. That's the way we do it. And you know, I love what we have done, but I came to a point where I wanted to know if I was doing something for my culture, for my people. I wanted to know where I'm just singing and they're paying their money to see me. What am I doing for the world? What am I doing for people?
Exactly. And you know what? I was going to ask you about this because, and that's the beauty of being able to directly talk to our guests and then all of our people who are listening, because in your music, there's always been a passion for the people.
Yes.
You dig? There's been a passion for whether they're working class people, all cultures, all races, all everything. Family's been important. Was that something that was
intentional?
Intentional. Okay.
Yes, because we wanted to. Our people need information.
Yes.
And if we had the platform to try to give it to them, but not to give it to them in a way that they could take it and dance with it also and understand why you dance, but listen and hear what we're trying to tell you. Would give the people what they want, for the love of money, Love Train, I Love Music. All of these songs are still very on point today. And that's what's so incredible about it, that these songs were back in 1972. We're in 2020, and these songs are still, the message is still the same. That goes to show you that we've gone nowhere in the amount of time that I've been on this earth.
Okay.
Till now, nothing has changed. Mm-hmm. And see, this is my whole gripe with the Republicans and Democrats and all of that. My whole gripe, even under Democrats, it never changed. Even under Republicans, it never changed. Even Martin Luther King danced, marching and dying on that in Memphis. And then down to here, nothing changed. Even John Lewis, who was on that march from Selma across the bridge, and they got beat. And all the time, and he just passed away.
Right.
Nothing changed. And then they say, we should vote. We need to vote. Okay, have we not been voting? Have we not been putting ourselves on the line? Have we, see, and then they want our younger people want to say we need to forget about all of that. When our servicemen went to the Army, and they couldn't they were getting treated worse than the prisons were being treated. Mm-hmm. And then when they come back here, they couldn't even go to the store or go to a restaurant, or even Muhammad Ali when he won the championship, or for the Olympics. He couldn't go even when you come back. And see, we're supposed to forget about all of these things. Forget about the lynching. It's hard for me because I've lived it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me because I see it going on, and I see that black or white, Democratic or Republic, you're still putting up with it. And we, the black people, our people, we're our own worst enemies. What is it? Why are we shooting and killing each other? Why are we doing this? Why are you doing this, man? Because what? Because, like I told you before, you know, systemic racism comes from capitalism, because capitalists want to have everything is mine, my property, my money, my bank. The people on the bottom were socialists, who they're saying, well, we're working every day, we're trying to get ours. But now that the capitalists are putting a strain on us to get to ours, because they're systemically giving jobs and giving money to the people. So now my heart get heavy because my brother, you're getting and I ain't getting. Right. So now you become a target. You know, so the have and have not. Yeah, go ahead.
No. What you're saying, and like many are agreeing right now.
I'm trying to make sense, man.
No, these are words of wisdom.
Yeah.
Is what I'm getting. I'm getting that one thing I was taught growing up, Brother Eddie, is that the generation before me, you sit and listen to it. You sit and take note of it. Because why? One of the main reasons why is because they've lived through something that you have not.
Yes.
That's the next generation. And one of my biggest things that gives me positivity, Brother Levert, is when I saw the young people out here right now, when this whole protest thing started to kick off, it was our babies out here. Okay, I was their age and younger. I needed guidance as well. I needed to be able to express. I was mad. I was pissed off about something. I was scared. I was confused about something politically and socially. But these young people jumped on this front line with their posters and their signs, and in the face of the negative police enforcement that was happening, that was coming down. And that gave me a sense of positivity that I can't explain. And it was multicultural. It wasn't just our young black brothers and sisters. It was the white kids. It was the Asian kids. And then it spread around the world. They started protesting in other languages. Does that give you a sense of hope and I always tell, we got to keep our gate open. I can learn something from the young people, and I pray the young people want to be able to come and talk to me to learn something. But does that give you a sense of positivity with your generation, brother?
Well, I think it gives me that they are being enlightened, and they know what's going on, and they want to get out there and try to make a change. But the system that has been in place for so long, they're willing to go all the way to the wall. In other words, when it comes down to them, you can protest, you can burn, you can riot, you can do all of those things. Let's have a peaceful talk. You can protest and do all these things as long as it's peaceful. But bottom line, when it comes down to it, I'm gonna come out with guns and bullets. And you can't win, because you can't win against guns and bullets. Because where they go to, where the powers that be, the people who want it a certain way, they're willing to go to the gun. They're willing to shoot and kill. So if you're marching and you're protesting, if you're not willing to go to the wall, then I recommend to you, yes, it's great. You're out there and you're showing your support and all of that. But if you're not willing to go to the wall for the long haul, then go home and try to do the best thing you can to help yourself.
Gotcha. Right on.
If you know what I'm saying, do you understand what I'm saying?
In other words, if you're not willing to go that distance that the opposition is
willing to go.
Give, you can.
Absolutely.
Hey, I got you. And I mean, that's a life lesson for life.
Yeah, absolutely.
To give it all. And that's why I give so much respect to John Lewis and the others who made that effort.
Yes,
took that distance run.
They were willing to go across that bridge and face those guns and that beating and that tear gas and those dogs to the wall. They went to the wall.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and musically, I know you've heard, there's no way, and I'm talking about Positivity Posse right now, there's no way to condense the career of Eddie Levert in 30 to 45 minutes. And y'all know what I'm saying. But what we can do is bring that point to piggyback off of what we were just talking about. When we're talking about Love Train, that is positive message for you.
Yes.
That's still here and still being played. When you're talking about family reunion, come on, that's a positivity of starting at home, remembering where you come from, what you're trying to do, where that love grows, and what so the power of artistry, Brother Eddie. When we look at the career like of Gil Scott-Heron and his message, Nina Simone, Mississippi Goddamn, and your what we just mentioned, your classics, what is the power of artistry in trying to say something for somebody else?
Well, not that we're trying to know or trying to say that we can speak for you or speak for the world. It's just that we're looking at the world through our eyes, you know what I'm saying? And we see what's going on. Mm-hmm. We want to make a song like a Marvin Gaye, Mercy, Mercy, and all of that, and what's going on.
Yeah.
You're sort of you're experiencing it too. Yes. You're feeling it too. It's part of your makeup too. That's why you're able to put those songs in words, because you're feeling exactly what your brother man is feeling. So that's the motivation for those songs, because I love family reunions.
Yes.
I love that. Yeah. Everybody been done in by a backstabber. Everybody's been.
Come on now, keep it. That's right.
And so we did a song on one of those albums called Don't Call Me Brother. And that's about how people are in your face and telling you how much they love you, but yet and still they're stabbing you in the back. Right. So we have to learn how to love. That's what we got to learn, how to love each other and how to give that love without feeling like we're being taken advantage of.
There you go. There you go. That paranoia to love.
Yeah.
That paranoia. And you got some people that say, that's too soft, or that's too this. Or I'm scared to do it. But man, you're right. Love is powerful. Yeah. Hate is just as powerful. If you feed it, it can outweigh the love. Negativity is just as powerful if you outweigh the positive.
Yeah, absolutely. It's you gotta, like I say, you gotta continue to walk in the spirit.
There you go.
And then you do that, you will cover all spaces, man, and all places. Yeah. My career has been one of, that I know there's a God, because, he brought me through all of this and still bringing me through. And, and every day, it's like doing this pandemic. There's a lot of people that have lost their jobs, man.
Right.
That can't pay the rent, can't buy food, and they're almost destitute. Yeah. But God has made it so that I've still got a roof over my head. I still can eat, and I still got this fat belly. I don't know why I ain't eating.
Well, I know why I got mine. But I can understand. I got you. It's counting those blessings and learning those lessons. Absolutely. And I remember my grandmother used to say, because I got that phrase from her. She used to say, count your blessings, but learn the lessons. But when you learn those lessons, add it to your life's journey.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Put it into practice.
Put it into practice. And one of the things that you did, you made it just popped in. But when you talk about the love for the people through your music and your artistry, I know there were millions of us who even more stood up on a thing of respect for you, Brother Eddie, about the whole thing of pulling the song from Trump's campaign. When you pulled the song from the TV show, I don't want to put words in your mouth because I don't want to get it wrong. But could you give us the backstory and even why that was important for you to do?
Well, see, you got to remember, he used For the Love of Money as his theme for the Apprentice show. And when he started his campaign, he just went ahead and started using Love Train. And look, I made a lot of I made a few dollars with this man. I ain't mad at him at all. But you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna bash him or none of that stuff. I made money with the man, but I don't agree with his politics. I don't agree with the way his methods. I don't agree, he's not really sending a message of love. And I don't think you can use my song to get people to come to your side of thinking. And so, no, you can't do it. And he tried to use it anyway. You know what I'm saying? And then we had to send him a letter of cease and desist. And see, Donald Trump is this kind of a guy. He feels like if I acknowledge you, then that's going to give you relevance. Right.
Right. We know the right. I got you.
So I'm not going to even acknowledge that you're over there. I'm not going to pretend like I don't see you. Yeah. So, and with this new thing that we just did with Love Train with Biden and Harris, and we put it out. We got a lot of people that have been to it and viewed it and all that stuff. I wonder what he's going to say now. He probably ain't going to say anything because he don't want to make me relevant.
But you know what, though? Just the fact, and I'm glad you prefaced it because it's not a thing about bashing. It's not a thing about going negative on him. It just adds to that part of Eddie Levert we all love and respect. You real.
Well, I'm not.
It's like, no, you know what? Hey, I'm speaking for what I was coming from my heart, and I'm thinking about others of the people who understand where I'm coming from too.
Look, God says you got to give the authority to those in charge. Respect the law. Respect those who are in charge. Give them their respect. I believe in that. I'm not going to ever say anything. I'm not going to bash him.
Yeah, no.
Because I think CNN, he does some terrible things, but I think CNN just bashes for no reason.
Pull that ball out.
Yeah, but it's all day long, bash, and and I'm not a Donald Trump fan, but I'm saying to you, come on, man.
Yeah,
he didn't do nothing right. He didn't get up and say hello to his mom. You didn't see that. Did he hug his son or did he hug his daughter?
They give him
something, right? Give him something. They don't give him anything, man. So, and I understand it, but and I'm not a fan of his. But him, Donald, just being a part of that situation, I never felt him anyway.
I got you.
Even when I was in his company, it was not a great feeling.
I got you, brother. Brother Levert, thank you so
much. I
much.
hope I answered your question.
Oh, no. See, that's what I'm saying. The beauty of this, and I have to give major props to your Instagram every Monday, your show, in my opinion, But ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, if you have not checked out Brother Eddie Levert's every Monday, I believe it is, on Instagram.
Yes.
This is the beauty of what I love, even about this conversation. because, like I said, we all love you. We all love the music. We all love the career. We all respect it. It's made us a lot of who we are. Baby's been born on it. Protests been going on. We all know and love that and respect that, you know. But it was just a mission of how much I love your show because you speak from the heart.
Yes.
Oh, this is just what's on my mind, y'all, and it gives us some deeper insight.
Right. That's why I call it my opinion. It's not in law. This is just what I think. It has nothing to do with it. You ain't got to follow it. That's all I say. You know, I get so emotional, Victor, when I'm talking, and I try to get and make real pointed statements.
Yeah.
And sometimes I get so excited and wrapped up in it, and I just go off and just keep talking.
That's the way passion does us. You know, that's what it does too. It sets a wildfire off. You know? Yeah,
you're the same way because
you can tell, right?
But you're an arm and hand person.
That's right. You know, I've been that way, and I mentioned to you before that I found out I'm an ambivert. I'm really not an introvert or an extrovert.
Yeah.
I got both of them, you know. But I do need to recharge from my people time a lot. I go home, plug in, so I can get back in it. You know?
Yeah, right. I know.
But you know what? I want to talk about. It was a pleasure over the phone to meet your wonderful wife, Raquel. An amazing,
She's
amazing.
She's quite a person. She's quite a person. She's
yes,
worth all the accolades. She's worth it.
Oh,
you know? If I made one great move in my life, it had to be her. And that was one great move because, you know, I didn't know what kind of person she was, but being around her, I found out that she's of a very high quality.
Right on. Right on.
She's a woman that knows her place. And
Gotcha.
I don't mean that she's a punk or anything.
No, I didn't catch that.
You know what I'm saying? I know you didn't get that.
Not at all, right. She's about her business. She's
not a punk. You know,
and she loves you. That is your ride or die, brother. I can see. How did you all meet?
I can vouch for that. I met Gerald was having his birthday
Much
party.
respect, yeah.
In Kansas City, and he kept saying, "Dad, I'm having a birthday party in Kansas City, so you need to." We're in Cleveland at dinner, so you come on and go with me to the party. Nah, man, I don't want to. You gonna be all them young people there. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna be looking out of place and all around them young people. Come on, Dad, go with me. Come on. How he kept on bugging me until I broke down and said, "Okay, I'm going." And I went there, and that's where I met her. And when I met her, it was not an easy chore.
Really?
You know, I had to sell myself. She had to drag me through a parking lot because I was hanging out her window, trying to get her number.
I call that putting.
That was when I was younger, Victor.
Right on, you know, but it was worth the work, you know.
Yeah. Anything to get it done.
And you know what? And see, that's the other thing about your music, brother Eddie. It helped to explain, even in our younger life, the importance of romance. That there is a magic and power to romance.
Absolutely.
You know, it's not about the machismo. You got to do what I say. No. You helped us word that thing, and that's that thing.
Well, you know, that's what I don't understand now. You know, back in my day, when if you came around calling girls, can I cuss a little bit? Just a little bit. But you can't go.
You got your shit shut up.
You can't go around calling girls bitches and hoes.
No.
And if they let you do it, they are suffering from low self-esteem. So now when you back in my day, when you did that, you'd have got beat up.
There you go.
In my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And most of the guys that if you came around us wearing your pants down below your drawers, you know, you would consider the clown in my neighborhood. I'm not saying that, you know, that is the hip hop culture. But clothes do not make you or break you. And because it is a hip hop society, you know, and you feel like you're on point and you're the guy, you got to have more respect for your woman, folks. You got to have more respect for yourself. And these young kids, you know, they just seem like, I think we have a lot of babies raising babies, and that's the problem.
Okay. Come on. See, I love you giving your opinions. Y'all got to tune in Mondays and check out the brother Eddie's show. Because, I mean, it just flows with that natural, you know, that natural, it's real, y'all. And, but you know what? I'm not going to take up too much more of your time, Brother Eddie. I just want to know, with the importance, I'm talking to our young artists now in the world, because we have our songwriters from Brazil who are logging on via their interpreter right now in a songwriting camp out of Rio. We have our young jazz artists who have logged in out of France. And we have our many artists out of the US who are logging into our younger audience, our younger community. Wendy's sister, Wyann Vaughn, Raise It Up Wyann, capital W, capital Y. Her mission is helping to cater to that young artist, primarily in the hip hop generation, how to say, what to say, give the, you know. But what's your message to the young artists right now?
Well, you know, I think there's a lot of genius. You know, it's like, I think Kanye West is a genius. I think that Jay-Z is a genius. What I give to them, keep on being adventurous and try to learn more about how to write the music and how, and not so much sequencing a lot, create your own vibe.
Come on.
Learn how to do that instead of just taking it from somebody else and using their vibe. Educate yourself a little bit more on what the piano does, what the guitar, learn how to play an instrument. That's all I'm saying. Just don't rely on sequencing and whatever they call that stuff when they...
Right, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
No, I can dig it, because I was always the little kid in the room watching the recordings of the older, you know, the artists of the 70s, and said I was blessed to be able to grow up under. And I remember when Vix's Wanda Vaughn did her episode, and when Larry Dotson of Barcase did his episode, many were mentioning the magic of recording in the studio at close proximity.
Yes.
That the energy that was there. Wanda always, she says, Victor, it got so thick sometimes I could just feel it. Like it was just there.
But see, Victor, what happens is that you got a guitar player, you got a drummer, you got a bass player, you got a piano player, you got an organ player, and they're all putting their touches on the music. You got all these hands that's in that music. And when they all come together, like when you hear the music for Backstabbers, you, without any vocals on it, without nobody singing anything, just the music, you knew it was a special track. And that's what Wonder's talking about, the vibe that these guys put together. And when it came together, you automatically knew that it was special.
See, that's what I'm sorry, because I had to pause for a minute because it's drenching me. You know, I mean, really, because you took us to where a lot of us, we heard the finished product.
Yeah.
You know, we still love the finished product, the power that hit us after the fact. And then how you break it down, and Wanda and others broke down of the actual feeling of the recording. There was an artistic creation,
yes,
brother. You know?
They took this out of the midair and made something that you could feel and see and hear. You've taken this out of midair There was nothing. You took something that was nothing and made it something that people in the world can feel. That's incredible.
Isn't that the essence of art? Making something from nothing.
Yes, yes.
You know?
Yes, absolutely.
And
people that can do it, like the Gamble Huffs and the Norman Whitfields and the Smokey Robinsons and the Kanye Wests and the Jay-Z's and the P. Diddy's, all these people that can do that is like, that's almost as close to God as you'll ever get.
Come on now, you right here. That's where I was just at. Exactly. You know, I grew up with PK. So that, you know, and when you went into your thing about the importance of spirituality, especially now, that went deep with me, you know, because I grew up in the church. I choir director, dad was a pastor, Memphis, Tennessee, the whole nine, and that's something that's in my soul. I really, really believe that, even with all of my lessons I didn't learn, the lessons that took me a long time to learn, all of that stuff, you know.
You're right.
I can't judge nobody. You know, all we just trying to make it through.
That's right.
But, you know, the importance of everything that you mentioned, and then when you all took it out of the studio, the magic you just explained, and then you hit the stage for us.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! And I believe it was the master Charlie Atkins, right? That had a lot
He did the choreography for all of those songs, and he helped us to put it. We would go and practice 8 hours a day for about 8 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And by the time we left rehearsal, the feet would automatically move whenever you heard those songs or heard the intro to one of those songs, like Used to Be My Girl. The feet, we had rehearsed so much till the feet had a mind of their own. They would start moving, doing the steps, because they've been so programmed that it's that you have to do the steps to know where you are in the song.
Whoa! Now see there, you see I did my Star Trek time warp right there.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. Well, because most of the songs are like Used to Be My Girl is like the same all the way through. There's no really bridge or any of that cues you to what you, because it just goes on and on and on. And that was just a hard song. And and choreography wise, when you got on stage, to know where your place was, you know, the steps would keep you anchored and knowing what your next chorus was.
But that dedication to craft and all the magic that Brother Atkins put into it, your stage performance to this day, okay? Same thing.
See, that was one of his lessons. His lesson was, look, I can't give you a hit record, but I can give you a hit show that will keep you eating. It will keep you in the business. And because records is like this. You made a hit record. You made Backstabbers. Okay, next. You're only good as your last product as far as the record business is concerned. But as far as stage is concerned, you have to be consistently good every night in order to win a following, in order to, you know, and that's what he did for us. He gave us the ability to put on a good show. And that was discipline and rehearsal. Yeah. And remember, like, Alan Iverson say, rehearsal, man. You practice, man.
That's right. Because I mean, to this day, when that Love Train hits, I've been in other places of the world, just maybe sitting there. I'm a wine bar fly, so I'll be sitting there, you know, or at a house gathering or at somebody's show. But when Love Train comes on, it's a wrap.
They just jump up and go to dance.
Do you get that same? Is that the same?
Yeah, man. They just go jump up. We've had to do that song for at least 30 minutes. Love Train for 30 minutes while the people just dance around the hall in a line over and over and over. And then when you're in it, you say, well, we gotta go. No, more. You stand there and talk about
that other thing at the wisdom age that you are now, Brother Eddie. when you hit the stage versus then, how do you keep your energy that you're doing?
It's the same for me. I'm still as nervous as I was.
Really? You get those butterflies.
I still want to do well. And if you don't get butterflies, I don't think you're going to do well. You
right on.
Serve yourself.
Right on, right on.
Yes.
Brother Eddie, thank you so much for your time today. It's been an honor.
Victor, it's been my pleasure, bro. I love you. I love your smile and your vibe and all of that, man. Invite me back, man. I'll probably try to be a little bit more orderly.
What? You know what? I can't let it go until I give praises to your artwork. Now, I want to put first dibs on for whenever you start selling it. I want to give 2 of the pieces that you have. I love the sunset piece and I love the eyes piece.
Yeah. They're really good. They're good from the standpoint of being an artist and looking at it. It sort of came out the way that I like. I love sunsets. And so, you know, I'm gonna have to probably send you one, Victor, to see as soon as I get some copies made of that sunset one. I haven't gotten, I'll get a lithograph or something and we'll send you. Man, for sure. That's
so
my promise to you, man.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And you know what? It would be an honor. You come back and grace us again and with this wisdom, because that's what it's about. You know, you're giving wisdom through your words, through your music. And I want to talk to my Positivity Posse while Brother Eddie's on camera, because you know my message here, Positivity Posse, that I know and believe in the importance of giving the respect where that respect is due. And you all do too, because you join us every Sunday at 1 o'clock, y'all. And then after each show, I get the emails from all over the world of what you've learned through the journeys, of what you're the positivity that's going to carry you through to the next week that we can get together. And that's all it's about, y'all. Thank you, Brother Eddie, for your wisdom. Thank you for your artistry. Thank you for being a part of our lives. Thank you for your ups and your downs. Thank you for the artistry that you've explained it through your learning of your life. Thank you for it all. Much love and much respect to the legacy of Eddie Levert.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
Take care. Take care.
Right. And ladies and gentlemen, before we log this out, I have got to end with this music clip right here that is just blowing up YouTube. And when you heard Brother Eddie mention about the Zoom performance, you know, that was given of Love Train, I mean, when I say it's blowing up, YouTube is just, I mean, it's on fire. This is just further testament of what it is that Brother Eddie Levert has, and the rest of the pioneers of OJs have given us over the years. Check this clip out, y'all. And we'll check this out. I'll be back. Check this out.
People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands, get on a bike and a gas train. The next stop that we make will be so long of us in Russia, China too. Well. Don't you know that it's time to get on board and let this train keep on riding, riding on through. Well, people all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands, get on a bike and a gas train. All of your brothers over in Africa,
Now, see, that's what I'm talking about. And you know, hey, come on, y'all. I know y'all felt it too, because I see the hands going up. I see the comments that are just blowing up here on the side. That's what we're talking about, y'all. I mean, I'm not the only one that's got this. People are saying they're screaming. Danke out of Germany, yes, thank you, you know. Woo! Much love and much respect to the artistry of the OJays. Much love and much respect to the artistry and Brother Eddie Levert. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And while I'm at it, I just want to give thank you and love to my Auntie Barbara Massey. I love you and much respect to you. Thank you, Auntie. And also to our friend Helena Titus, my sister from another mister, restoring hope and fellowship. Right on. That's what it's about as well. Ladies and gentlemen, from myself, my co-producers, Christopher Brooks, Julie McKnight, and the wonderful and always lovely Wendy Vaughn. Thank you once again for coming to join us today, y'all. And we want to see you as many Sundays at 1:00 p.m. Pacific time that you can give to us. Because the time that you can just give to us, whatever it is, whatever your time frame, we just thankful that you're coming to share this positivity with us, y'all. And we got a dose of wisdom and positivity today. We sure did. And that's what we're going to try to bring to you every single time. And you know what I say? Come get some of this positivity on you. Take a shower in it. Take a bath in it. You dig? Scuba dive in it. Hey, if you want a skinny dip in it, just jump in that pool of positivity. And when you come out of it, sprinkle it on as many people as you can. That's what it's about, y'all. Continue to get on this love train, y'all. We're going to be all right. Much love and much respect. And we'll see you next time on the Victor Brooks Show.